They were continuing to read The Brothers Karamazov. Father Pacy went out. Alyosha had no doubt that Father Zosima was dying, though he might live another day or two. Alyosha firmly and ardently resolved that in spite of his promises to his father, the Holokovs, and Katerina Ivanovna, he would not leave the monastery next day, but would remain with his elder to the end. His heart glowed with love, and he reproached himself bitterly for having been able, for one instant, to forget him whom he had left in the monastery on his deathbed, and whom he honored above everyone in the world. He went into Father Zosima's bedroom, knelt down, and bowed to the ground before the elder, who slept quietly without stirring, with regular, hardly audible breathing and a peaceful face. Alyosha returned to the other room, where Father Zosima had received his guests in the morning. Taking off his boots, he lay down on the hard, narrow, leathern sofa, which he had long used as a bed, bringing nothing but a pillow. The mattress, about which his father had shouted to him that morning, he had long forgotten to lie on. He took off his cassock, which he used as a covering, but before going to bed, he fell on his knees and prayed a long time. In his fervent prayer, he did not beseech God to lighten his darkness, but only thirsted for the joyous emotion which always visited his soul after the praise and adoration of which his evening prayer usually consisted. That joy always brought him light, untroubled sleep. As he was praying, he suddenly felt in his pocket the little pink note the servant had handed him as he left Katerina Ivanovna's. He was disturbed, but finished his prayer. Then, after some hesitation, he opened the envelope. In it was a letter to him, signed by Lise, the young daughter of Madame Holikov, who had laughed at him before the elder in the morning. Alexey Fyodorovitch, she wrote, I am writing to you without anyone's knowledge, even Mamma's, and I know how wrong it is, but I cannot live without telling you the feeling that has sprung up in my heart, and this no one but us two must know for a time. How am I to say what I want so much to tell you? Paper, they say, does not blush, but I assure you it's not true, and that it's blushing just as I am now all over. Dear Alyosha, I love you. I've loved you from my childhood, since our Moscow days, when you were very different from what you are now, and I shall love you all my life. My heart has chosen you to unite our lives and pass them together till our old age. Of course, on condition that you will leave the monastery. But for our age, we will wait for the time fixed by the law. By that time, I shall certainly be quite strong. I shall be walking and dancing. There can be no doubt of that. You see how I've thought of everything. There's only one thing I can't imagine, what you'll think of me when you read this. I'm always laughing and being naughty. I made you angry this morning, but I assure you, before I took up my pen, I prayed before the image of the Mother of God, and now I'm praying and almost crying. My secret is in your hands. When you come tomorrow, I don't know how I shall look at you. Ah, Alexey Fyodorovitch, what if I can't restrain myself like a silly, and laugh when I look at you as I did today? You'll think I'm a nasty girl making fun of you, and you won't believe my letter. And so I beg you, dear one, if you've any pity for me, when you come tomorrow, don't look me straight in the face, for if I meet your eyes, it will be sure to make me laugh, especially as you'll be in that long gown. I feel cold all over when I think of it, so when you come, don't look at me at all for a time. Look at Mama, or at the window. Here I've written you a love letter. Oh dear, what have I done? Alyosha, don't despise me. And if I've done something very horrid and wounded you, forgive me. Now the secret of my reputation, ruined perhaps forever, is in your hands. And that's the end of the reading for today. Have a good day.